Timeswitch. In this video then we have got there on the wall a Horstmann Vmk4 SRS. There it is then. The front case has now been opened, but with the extended terminal cover in the way, it can be seen that the front case leans up against it instead of freely swinging backwards and forwards. Let's zoom in on the specification plate then for the Horstmann Vmk4 SRS. As you can see, up the top right hand corner of the specification plate, it says 200 to 250 volts, and it says on it 50 CS. The CS is basically means cycles per second. Okay, it's very similar, exactly the same as hertz or periods or cycles or anything like that. It's the same as hertz. It can now be seen on the specification plate the maker's number and who previously owned it before I acquired it. J63990 and NWeb. Oh dear, we lost focus then. There it is. Okay, so J63990 for the maker's number, and the previous owner was NWeb. Just underneath that it says manufactured by the Horstmann Gear Company Limited in Bath in England. Let's look at the clock face then. There's the clock face. Now before we go into details about that, there's a little sticky label on this one. And there it is, it says 269. That is in reference to when this Timeswitch was manufactured, and that would be January 1969. This Timeswitch is still fully functional, so it was definitely built to last. As like with all of the VMK range, there is a square winding shank in the middle of the Timeswitch there, in the middle of the clock face for winding up the spring reserve. The spring reserve on these are good for 15 days of power loss, and it will maintain the clock at the correct time. What I should do now is we'll remove the clock from the base, and we shall have a look at the terminals in there and then examine the base on the back of the Timeswitch. There we are then. The Timeswitch has now been removed from the base, and we shall zoom in and have a look at the terminals that are in there. Let's look at the pin base on the Vmk4 then. Now there's a little note I've wrote on the back of that back can. Let's have a look at that before we look at the pin base. There we go. I've wrote on there 30th of the 11th 2006. Let's tilt that camera down a bit then and have a look at the pin base. There it is. There we are then. I've reinstated the Timeswitch to the case and closed the front case up. Just for the record, I've removed the cover on the extended sections just so that you can see what's inside there. There's not much to look at, but there it is. As and when I can, there will be more Timeswitches coming up, so do stay tuned for those. For now on this one, thanks for watching.